Welcome. Message from the streets make it make sense. A variety of topics, gonna go right on into it. And these topics are surrounding financial assistance and aid. Okay, on December the 1st, Joe Biden got up and, he had a proposition to aid Native Americans $135 million. Something about relocating, because of climate change. Native Americans, they want that land. Be aware of what type of, trickery is going on here. Do not trust this government. They're going to give you the money to try to put you to sleep. This is something that I have reason in my mind and it come to that particular conclusion. May that be true or not. If it is, it is. If it's not, still be aware of the possibility of some manipulation. Number two, we got $200 billion humanitarian assistance going to the people of Africa. Now, this is very important because what is going on here is that the United States have seen that there has been an alliance attempted to be made by Russia, China, Iraq, maybe even their former allies, the Saudis, to make another currency that's going to be backed up by gold. Everybody on this planet knows that the continent of Africa is the bloodline to a lot of the products and a lot of the things that's got this society thriving, and this continent has been robbed by colonizers. So now the African people of the continent are waking up and they are speaking out, and the United States know strategically why they have been advised to make an alliance with Africa. So when things start getting, going to hitting the fan or whatever, that they can have the resources that Africa is able to produce. So be aware of that. Also, they are making this negotiation with the people of Africa, or the political figures on behalf of the people of Africa, because Africa, they have power. Not like the people in the United States, the descendants of Africa. We don't have any power collectively. All our power is individually being, put out. See, that's why we have to come together, those that have resources, that have money, and make an alliance. This is why the so-called black people are not respected. We do not have an economical alliance. There's a lot of people in the United States with money. We got actors, musicians, people in the real estate, people that have just become successful on all levels. But all of this money is individually going out. It's like you got one ant going out and he just feeding himself. Whereas though you send the whole army out, they bring back food for everybody. And we need to get it together. And that's why Joe Biden and the United States of America are attempting to have the African people become their allies, because they're brothers. The Russians, the other European nations that are in support of this currency to oppose the dollar, is going to be a big threat. The dollar is on life support, is being assassinated. And they see that. They got social engineers, people that observe what's going on in society, and they see where this is going at. And in the end, if the United States don't make some proper adjustments and make the right moves with the right people on the planet, the dollar's going to crash. It's already crashing, and it's already burning. Hey, they trying to put the fire out. Now, 2 days ago, on the 23rd, $1 trillion budget has been put forth by the United States government. Congress has passed this budget and spending. They got more aid going to Ukraine. They got these different, this aid is going to Ukraine, but it's also they pay these people throughout the next fiscal year of the government. Now, $1 trillion, even if it's only $1 trillion, where y'all getting this money from? Why y'all can't compensate your so-called children of the slaves when we looking for this reparation. This is what this topic is about. This is that they got money all the time to do all these different things, but except come and give the so-called blacks their reparation. And I said it before, it don't have to be just money. It can be stipends for some money every month. It can be free education. It can be free food every month. And for 20 years to get us on our feet, y'all got to set up something so we can make the playing board level for so-called blacks to be equipped to participate in this game that y'all had us iced out of, formerly because of your corrupt state of mind. Now you say that you civilized, but you still will not admit that you have done a great atrocity on the planet, a war crime against melanated people. We have been in bondage, been enslaved, been hung, been raped, been murdered, been manipulated. Any terrible thing that you can think about, the European government has allowed European Caucasian people to commit these crimes against so-called blacks, and they still doing it right now today in 2022. Somebody prove me wrong. See what I'm saying? So-called whites, they'll get on this defense. Oh, that was way back then. No, you still doing it right now, European Caucasian so-called white people. Stop playing with us, man. We ain't stupid. Y'all think that the African people are wise enough. We've been wise enough. Our voice just get shut down because of your press. Because you're in control of everything. You in the ass of Canazis. Y'all are working together and they are washing y'all back and y'all washing their hands to keep us down so we won't get to the position that we supposed to get to. The African people, they can't do nothing without us for real. They can do only but so much to get to the acme, to the pinnacle, to getting this thing going together properly. They need the so-called black man. They need the minds of the so-called black man. Because don't nobody on this planet know these European Caucasian so-called whites in America with their diabolical schemes and plans more than so-called black people right here in the United States. From the highest order economically to the person on the lowest level in the hoods. You think we don't know? Y'all got us twisted out this joke. Now, saying all that, what is the purpose and the reason? The purpose and the reason is for us to wake up, man. We got to come together financially, economical, and make a blockade and have our voice heard. Somebody got to start it somewhere. Somebody have to make a difference, because if not, we'll get stripped around in the shuffle. You already see what they're doing. They're attempting to let the Hispanics from Mexico and these different places come on over here, and so they can exploit them and pay them slave wages. As I said before, this whole system is based off the ideology of the plantation. One more thing before I wind this down. California, and now they're saying New York is talking about doing reparation. They trying to do it statewide. I talked to one of my friends, and she was like, how they going to do that? The people that's living in California now or living in New York now, what about the people that were a part of that state, during slavery, and then people that are uprooted and gone somewhere else? No, this is a federal thing. The federal government has committed the crimes against the so-called blacks. They are the ones that have allowed, the treatment of our foreparents, the manifest, and the way that it did through the slavery, through the auctioning, and through the selling, and through all the atrocities that happened. The United States federal government, the government itself, is responsible for the retribution that is owed to the so-called black man and the black woman, the black family, black so-called black children that's in the United States. And I can't say about the other places. I know that our brothers and sisters, melanated people that have experienced this tyranny by European Caucasians all over the planet, need to be compensated. It's just that simple. So-called white people, stop crying, man. Y'all had y'all glory days. Even if y'all wasn't a part of you benefited from it. And that's the fact. You're benefiting from it right now today. See what I'm saying? And employment and getting loans, all that, housing, all that. So don't act like y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all got us twisted out this joint. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you this message in love. I leave this message in peace. So-called black people, we got to get it together yesterday. Man,